Oh my god, it's a horrible way to start a video. But anyway, hello people of the internet, I'm Nick from Motor City Magic. Today I'm going to appear on Kevin's channel with a brand new brew that me and Christian have created. It's called Mono Green Life Gain. Now it's not... that may seem counterintuitive, it's like, what the fuck? But green actually has a lot of life gain cards that let the deck be successful at what it does. It's just Mono Green Devotion that has the ability to play life gain to say Mono Red will kill yourself. And that's the whole reason we created the deck, was game day is on Sunday, and we want the ability to play a decent deck that isn't Mono Red. So we have decided to build Mono Green Devotion with a life gain aspect so that we have enough time to get our things into play, let them stick, and bash face. Now, Mono Red does have a turn 4 kill, which I've presented a bunch of times, but if you can beat Pelucranos and Arbor Colossus, you can beat this deck. That's basically it. So I'm going to go through the key components real fast, and we can talk about strategy and sideboard. The mana base is very simple, 20 basic Forest and 4 Nykthos. Nykthos combos with this deck are stupid. They really are. Hopefully I can get a match in real fast with the screen recorder, that way you guys can see how broken this deck is. But, well, the card's good. On to the creatures, 34 of them. 4 Elvish Mystic. I don't need to go on about this card too much, it's really good. Can make a turn 3, nothing. Thought we had 3 drops, but we don't because we're bad. 4 Sedge Scorpion, this was Christian's Occlusion. The reason the card is in the deck, because Monastery Swiftspear can't attack anymore. Zergo Bellstriker really can't attack anymore. They have to either Searing Blood this, or one of their creatures is going down. And either way, that's good for you. It's a Searing Blood out of their deck that isn't going to any of your bigger creatures when you block. Or they have to let one of their creatures die, which is a card in their graveyard. It's no longer in their hand or on the field, which is where you want their cards to be. Our 2 drops go to Voyaging Satyr because it synergizes with Nykthos way too goddamn well. You make a bunch of devotion with this, and then you untap it with this, and you just basically win the game. There's no in between. We don't have any 3 drops. We're going to 4 drops. We got 3 Pelucranos because, well, it's Pelucranos. It can kill stuff. It can get bigger. It's also really easy to get on turn 3, so yeah. 1 Nylea, because here's the really important part on this card. Other creatures you control have trample. If you have a monstrous Pelucranos or a really big Genesis Hydra, those Goblin tokens they have aren't chump blocking you for shit. And you can also pump it up, because you could use Combat Nykthos to make a bunch of mana, and then use Nylea's pump ability on the guy that got unblocked to swing for 15 plus damage, and that'll usually kill them. And then the last 4 drop we have is 3 Nylea's Disciple in the main board. Like I said, Mono Red is like 90% of the meta at this point, so all we're worried about is just beating that deck. If we can beat that deck and get our control matchup favorably, then we can run away with game day. So 3 Nylea's Disciple in the main is a good choice. We easily sideboard this out in the control matchups because this card is awful. But this is really just something you can play on turn 3, gain 4 or 5 life, get you out of burn range, and now you have a 3/3 that they have to kill. Because if they don't kill that, it can block Abbott, block Swiftspear, and block Zergo, which is all that you care about, is getting their creatures off the board. 5 drops, we have 4 Arbor Colossus, because I hate Stormbreath Dragon, and I hate Thunderbreak Regent, and they can also blow up flyers. Hornet Queen, fuck you. What else do we have? The 5. Let's just include this now. No, we'll wait. That's it for the 5 drops. I just hate flyers. 3 Hydra Broodmaster. This is more of Christian's input to the deck. If I was building this deck competitively, this would be Corsair Crewfix. It may die to Exquisite Firecraft, and it may die to Stoked Flames, but at least it does something. This takes a lot of time to set up. I mean, if you played it against Mono Red, sure. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything. I really don't like the card. I think it should be something else, but for now, it's an okay inclusion. And the card I keep talking about the most, 4 Hornet Queen. If you resolve multiple Hornet Queens, you basically win the game. Like, no joke. 6 power in the air, flying and death touch. It blocks Storm Breath Dragon, it blocks Thunderbreak Regent, it blocks Icefall, it blocks Ojutai. The card is insane. And the fact that you can put it on what? I've been able to do Hornet Queens on turn 4. Turn 3, if I'm on the draw with a really good opening, is stupid. Like, my god. And the other funny card in the deck is 4 Genesis Hydra. It's really good against control. It's like the best card you want in the deck, but it's the fact that you can do X for more than 7 and get a Hornet Queen. If you cast Genesis Hydra and get a Hornet Queen, you basically win unless they have Languish, and even then, you still have a 7/7 Genesis Hydra that they have to kill. It's very hard to deal with 7/7s, even in Standard. But anyway, that's the creature base. If you guys have any questions, I know I went through that kind of fast. Leave that in the comment section below. Me or Kevin or someone will get back to you. But the reason I didn't go through the creature base that much is because the deck is very self-explanatory. You just want to ramp your mana, you want to play your huge threats, and you just want to stabilize until you're in a winning position where you can just attack for 15, 20 damage, and they're dead and you go immediately to your sideboard. But I also want to mention the Feed the Clans in the main deck. Mono red, really. This is basically 1G, gain 10 life most of the time. Unless they've killed everything that you have. At that point, you probably already lost, but that is just for mono red. Onto the sideboard, we're going to start with 4 Boonsatyr. This is for your control decks, because at the end of their turn, if they tap out for an Ashiok or something, you can just play this. It's a 4/2. You can put it onto a Plukernos to make it a 9/7, make it almost impossible to kill. Or something. Boonsatyr is just fucking insane. I really don't have to say any more than that. Against control, it's the card you always want. It's just so good. The 4th Nihilist Disciple, because I hate mono red a lot, even though I play it. I'm such a hypocrite. 1 Terra Stomper, this is just for the fact that we had the card, and it can't be countered. It's an 8/8, man. They have to use a Hero's Downfall or Ultimate Press or something, and if you resolve that against mono red, you basically win the game. Last creature in the sideboard are 4 copies of Mistcutter Hydra. Or at least the last creature. It's just the best card against control. They need to have a board wipe for it, or removal, and if not, they just lose. You can make X equal 10 so easily. It's like, oh, you can't block with Ojutai, you can't block with Silumgar, you can't take it with Silumgar. You have to kill it with a black removal spell. And if they can't do that, then they lose. If they can get Hangerback Walker up to, like... Oh, shit, I hit a plus key. I didn't want to do that. If they could get Hangerback Walker up to 10 or something to make that block and get a bunch of Thopters, then you're fucked. But other than that, Mistcutter Hydra is probably the best card in the sideboard. We're teching 1 Radiant Fountain because, again, we hate mono red, and because we can side it out for the forest if we have to. 2 Plummets. Oh, what was that? Oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. This video was not well prepared at all. What was that? Really, these Plummets are in the main now? Get the fuck out. Wait, 32 creatures? How this Voyaging Series gonna go up? Wait, what? There we go. There we go. We got that fixed. Got it fixed. 2 Plummets in the sideboard. Again, this is for the mirror match where they're going to have Hornet Queens. It's also for Jeskai Dragons or anything running with flyers that you want dead. You could even bring it in against Abzan mid-range and reanimator decks because of Wingmate Rock and Manus Rider, just so that you don't have to worry about the threats. And then 2 Defend the Arth is in the sideboard for just a really quick fog effect. And the fact that it just says, whoa, I'm going to get another turn, I've got the ability to live. That's all I care about. But anyway, guys, I know I went through that really fast, but there's really not much to explain here. Everyone knows what the Green Devotion deck is. It's still a powerhouse. It's still really good. Hopefully I can get some matches up with the deck, and if I can't, well, then I'm sorry. But anyway, I want to thank Kevin for letting me upload. Hopefully I'll see you at Game Day, man. Anyway, I'm Nick from Motor City Magic. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.